Hey Soul Fam! So nice for you to be back again. I have a video today that is really personal to me and I hope has a message for other people to receive. As you can tell by the title of the video, this is a video about why I don't wear makeup. And although a lot of the video is about that, it's also my journey of self-worth and where I place my value as far as self-worth goes. I just want to make a disclaimer. In no way, shape, or form am I shaming anyone that likes to put on makeup. I used to love makeup. I used to wear it all the time, and I still watch makeup videos to this day. I love it. It's just a fun form of expression. And if you do you, boo? Kill that eyeliner, work those eyebrows, slay people's life. And if you don't, that's cool too. I wish as humans we would come together in a place of a better understanding of each other's differences. For me, I've always was enamored with makeup. I would always get into my mom's makeup and like put on lipstick and like put on bright, shiny, blue, sparkly like eyeshadow. I'm pretty sure every little kid, every little girl or boy knows what I'm talking about when I try to get into their mom's makeup. So it was just fun. It was fun to just play around and look different than how you looked. I hit puberty at a really young age. I got my period at 10, and that's also when I got my first pimple. I remember I was in class, and I was like touching my face and poking at it, and I was like, ow, this hurts, what's going on? And then I go to the nurse, and the nurse is like, honey, honey, you know how teenagers, when they have hormones and stuff, they have those on their face? That's a pimple, it's a zit. And I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't really fully understand what it meant. That was my first pimple ever. And for some reason, immediately I felt like I needed to cover it up, like it was something to be ashamed of. I kind of started my journey of wanting to put on makeup and foundation and everything else to make myself prettier, but thankfully my mom did not let me until I was older. She did let me like use concealer to cover up pimples that were coming up, but eventually it became an unhealthy coping mechanism for the way that I looked. I kept getting breakouts and acne, and I just was so ashamed, and I would look at myself in the mirror and I would just be so disgusted. I just couldn't stand looking at myself. And so I would cover it up to make myself feel better. And when I tell you, I used to never, ever leave the house without makeup on for years. If I was going to the grocery store, I had to put on at least foundation. If I was going out to the gym, I had to wear foundation. If I was going to the beach, I had to have something on to make me feel okay. And the thought of being in public without makeup on and have people looking at my face, at my acne, at my redness, it like terrified me. I already had pretty low self-esteem. You know, when you're a teenager, you're angsty, and everything is just, it seems like the world is ending when you're a teenager. And that's kind of how I took my acne, and it was difficult. I'm not going to lie. For people that don't have acne, they might not understand, but when you have such visible marks on your face, it seems like all people can see is that and see how gross it is and not see you for who you are as a person. I didn't have anyone to look up to that was barefaced and had the confidence to just be like, hey, this is my face and it's okay. This doesn't define who I am. I'm so much more than this. I'm beautiful inside. I have light. I'm compassionate. I'm kind. And so I just felt like I was just so ugly because of it. So I'm still struggling with acne, but I'm kind of just like, with it right now. But, I've tried literally everything. I've tried birth control. By the way, coming off birth control made it 10 times worse. I got worse acne that I've ever had because of birth control. I've tried antibiotics. Never do that to your body, I'm telling you right now. I've tried topicals. I've tried just like, the face washes from Rite Aid, like the acne treatments. I've tried Proactive. That also ruined my face, by the way. I was just doing all of these harsh things to my skin and it was making it worse. At that time, I didn't realize that a lot of it was internal with hormones and with the things that you eat and et cetera, et cetera. So it kept culminating on my face, and then one day I was just like, oh my god, I've tried everything to make my face better. Let me just try going without makeup. and it was terrifying. The thought of leaving my house was terrifying without my makeup on, but I was just like, you know what? I had this moment of like, I'm not going to allow this to restrict what I want to do in life. You know, who cares? Who cares what's on my face? If people are going to judge me based on what's on my face, then that tells more of a character of them than me. Screw it. I'm just going to go without makeup on. And at first, it was hard. I felt like everyone was looking at me. I had a lot of anxiety doing it. But then as time went on, I was like, oh, no one really cares. Yeah, some people may look and like give you, because everyone is curious. I think, you know, we become so self-conscious and so worried about judgment, but we're all making judgments, whether we want to admit to it or not. And it doesn't mean that those judgments are harsh or anything, but when we are curious about something, we notice something, we're like, oh, this is X, Y, and Z, and then move on. So at first it was about trying to clear my skin, and honestly, going without makeup didn't really do all that much. But then eventually it became this kind of screw you to society. I'm gonna be barefaced. You know, like, I want to be an example to other people that it's okay to be confident in your skin. It's okay to have zits on your skin and still be confident and still do things that you want to do. It's not supposed to stop you. Like, you are beautiful just as you are, without anything to cover it up. You don't need makeup to feel confident. You don't need makeup to feel beautiful. And it's still a journey for me now. There are days when I look in the mirror, I'm just like, ooh. But it's all part of the journey, you know? Like, for me, what has helped is, and I've kind of fallen off the wagon of doing this, but what helps is I like to stare myself in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. I am radiant. Regardless of what's on my skin, I know my worth. And just do this every single day, and it really does help, because you stop caring what other people think about you, and that's the most important thing. You have to stop thinking about other people care about you. Why are you going to let other people dictate how you live your life? And I know it's scary. Trust me, I understand. I have dealt with anxiety since I was diagnosed at 15, but I was dealing with it long before then. Trust me, I understand. It is possible. It's okay to bare your face. And, you know, maybe you just need to take steps little by little. Maybe cut down on layers until you feel comfortable enough to just be barefaced. And if you just like wearing makeup, and if it makes you feel better, then do that. Who am I to tell you what to do or not to do? It's completely up to you and what feels good to you, and it's your life. Why would you want to live your life living in fear? Don't let fear dictate your life. That's the worst thing that we can do for ourselves. And these are all topics that I can dive into in other videos. Anyways, I hope that this video was helpful. I hope it was insightful or entertaining. You know, I want to end it by saying, live life the way that you want to. Whether that's with makeup, whether that's without makeup, find your true happiness. Find the radiance within that is you. I love you guys. Please have a wonderful, wonderful day. Keep spreading that kindness. Keep spreading the compassion, and keep spreading that light so we can have a better world. I'm going to be making, my next video is going to be about why I'm no longer Christian, so if you're interested in that, stay tuned. You can hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!